Welcome to the official Personality Guru. ESFJ Enneagram 8s are ambitious and competitive. They are assertive and can be direct. In addition, they are very goal-oriented. As a result, they have a tougher edge than some other ESFJs, and they are often seen as a force of nature. People of this type are also natural leaders who are quick to take charge. In addition, they are very confident and they have no problem speaking their mind. While most ESFJs are methodical, ESFJ Enneagram 8s are especially so. They're always looking for ways to get ahead and they are very driven. However, their competitive nature can sometimes make them seem arrogant and they can have a hard time losing. In addition, their drive to succeed can lead them to make rash decisions. But ESFJs, Enneagram 8s, are also quick thinkers and they're very good at problem solving on the fly. Today, let's talk about ESFJ personality and Enneagram Type 8. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. ESFJs often agree, trust, and cooperate with others. At their best, they are friendly, affectionate, and bring out the warmth and sympathy in others. ESFJs may be too agreeable and quick to compromise. At their worst, they may seek approval and agreement too much and be dependent on the approval of other people. Type 8s are assertive, competitive, and like a good challenge. At their best, they are bold and confident leaders who are willing to take unpopular action. Type 8s may be overly proud, boisterous, and willing to manipulate others to achieve their goals. At their worst, they can be narcissistic, overly focused on their own needs, and lack empathy for others. One notable difference between many ESFJs and most Type 8s is in your interpersonal warmth. Like many ESFJs, you are more likely on the warmer, friendlier, more empathetic side of the spectrum. Compared to you and other ESFJs, Type 8's interpersonal styles can sometimes feel distant, cold, and uninterested in your wants and needs. ESFJ and Type 8 interpersonal and communication styles. Your particular style of communicating and interacting with others can be described fairly well by two dimensions: assertiveness and warmth. Assertiveness describes your tendency to assert yourself, lead, and influence others in social situations, while warmth describes your tendency to empathize and put others' needs ahead of your own. People with the same personality type often share some similarities in assertiveness and warmth. ESFJ and Type 8 emotional styles. Another characteristic of your personality is your emotional style, your tendencies towards different kinds of moods. There are two dimensions that influence emotional style: arousal and valence. Arousal describes your relative energy level across different situations. Those with high baseline levels of arousal tend to be generally more alert, active, and engaged, while those with a lower baseline are more reserved, subdued, and inhibited. Valence describes whether these moods tend to be positive, pleasant, or negative, unpleasant. People with a more positively valenced style are more likely to experience emotions like joy, enthusiasm, satisfaction, and serenity. People with a more negatively valenced style are more likely to experience sadness, frustration, dissatisfaction, and anxiety. Most ESFJs and Type 8s overlap heavily in their emotional style. ESFJs and Type 8s tend to be energetic and enthusiastic across most situations. They take on new challenges with excitement, confidence, and a sense of adventure. ESFJs and Type 8s are usually more optimistic than most people, and they generally feel like they can handle what life throws at them. Like most ESFJs, you and many Type 8s share a relatively high energy level. You both prefer to be in motion, actively engaged in something interesting, rather than sitting back and observing. In the best case, the two of you feed off of the energy and excitement, and there's rarely a quiet moment when you're together. Likewise, both ESFJs and Type 8s are generally more positive than negative. They are more likely to express enthusiasm, satisfaction, happiness, and other positive emotions across most situations. Like everyone else, they occasionally experience negative emotions like sadness, anxiety, and anger, but they soon return to their usual pleasant state. Together, ESFJs and Type 8s tend to share an optimistic outlook and a resilience to stress. ESFJ and Type 8 intellectuals. Your intellectual style describes how you receive, process, and pursue different kinds of information. Differences in intellectual style are captured well by two dimensions: ideas and aesthetics. Ideas describes your appetite for new information and your interest in complex, challenging material. People high on the ideas dimension have an appreciation for complexity and technical details. People lower on ideas are less interested in learning for learning's sake, and they prefer to simplify complex topics down to the essential details. ESFJs are practical realists. They focus on building practical skills and essential knowledge and are less likely to spend time learning for learning's sake. In addition, they usually value conventional, tangible accomplishments over artistic expressions and rarely feel compelled to develop a creative outlet. Type 8s are usually highly effective, efficient thinkers capable of processing large amounts of complex information and distilling it down to its most useful elements. They are pragmatic and grounded and prefer to apply their knowledge to conventional, practical pursuits. Like most ESFJs, you are less interested in learning purely for learning's sake, compared to most Type 8s. They focus on building practical skills and essential knowledge and are less likely to spend time learning for learning's sake. In addition, they usually value conventional, tangible accomplishments over artistic expression and rarely feel compelled to develop a creative outlet. Type 8s are usually highly effective, efficient thinkers capable of processing large amounts of complex information and distilling it down to its most useful elements. They are pragmatic and grounded and prefer to apply their knowledge to conventional, practical pursuits. Likewise, ESFJs and Type 8s share an appreciation for practical, tangible accomplishments over artistic expression. ESFJs and Type 8s are both likely to embrace conventional ways of thinking, and both types are most skeptical of eccentric or unusual approaches to solving problems. How about you as an ESFJ or any other personality type? What are the information about you that we should know, aside of course from what we have mentioned? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. ESFJ and Type 8 organizational styles. Your organizational style describes your habits around organization and planning. Your organizational style influences how you structure your time and physical space. Differences in organizational style fall along two dimensions: industriousness and orderliness. Industriousness describes your persistence, need for achievement, and intensity of focus. People on industriousness usually organize their behavior around a few important long-term goals. Orderliness describes your need for regularity, order, and structure in your environment. People higher on orderliness prefer tidy, organized physical spaces, detailed schedules, and reliable routines. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. ESFJs are usually systematic and highly organized. They like setting big, long-term goals and then creating detailed plans to accomplish them. ESFJs are generally good at ignoring distractions and making steady progress through consistent routines and habits. Type 8s often have big, ambitious goals, and they can be unusually resourceful. Once they've set their mind on a goal, they often pursue it with tremendous effort. However, Type 8s often resist highly structured, tedious approaches to achieving their goals. They'd rather avoid creating detailed plans and are more comfortable improvising old and moving quickly with the resources they have on hand.